Hey friends, we are excited. We're about to get started. Hey girl, hey.
Hey, hello. How are you?
Hello. Good. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Girl,
I
today,
know. Today was dating, wasn't it?
oh my goodness. Right when I'm supposed to be prepping to come to you, the sky wants to open, the traffic wants to be crazy, the thunderstorms losing their mind, all of that, all of that, all of that,
The
all of that.
gates of, I'm not going to say hell, but I'm going to say the gates were open. They were open. It was percolating outside. Somebody definitely was like, it's time for the percolator. And the rain was like percolating all up and down the DMV. How
Oh,
are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm happy to be with you again. And I'm so excited. We are doing a rose hour. I have a worn t-shirt today. Usually I dress up, but today was today. And I was like, you know what? That's not happening today. So
I totally forgot I have a t-shirt. Why did I not do that? Oh my goodness. I was just like, I'm just gonna be comfortable. I threw on a
yes,
little kimono. I was just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
you look amazing. I
Thank
love it.
you.
I love the look. It's
Thank
very
you.
chic.
Thank
I mean,
you.
because you are that chick. So why don't you introduce yourself and welcome to the Rose Hour? Pew pew
Pew,
pew
pew,
pew.
pew,
Cheers!
pew. Cheers. Cheers.
Yay!
Girl, I brought out the good crystal. I said, I'm gonna have some fun tonight. It's so great when I'm not working and I'm the guest. Oh,
Yes.
I live to be the guest. I need more people to ask me to be a guest first and foremost. But
Well, that's what today's all about. So tell
yes,
us who you are, where you be, and what is chick on the scene. I'm gonna turn the fan on because, of course, you know I got to get up and walk around.
girl. Okay, so hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Chick on the Scene, Trina Marie. I reside in Alexandria, Virginia, and I am a wine influencer slash wine student. Good evening,
Yay!
Paulette. Hello. I like to share fine wine, share great wines, share wine experiences, expose folks to wines that maybe they wouldn't try, and just enjoy myself. That's
Yes.
basically it.
I mean, it's not basically it. It
Oh, I
is
forgot. Oh, and I host a show called Wine with Friends on Wednesday nights.
yes. Okay, so you are like the wine connoisseur, and we talked about yesterday. So yesterday was a guest on Trina's show, Wine with Friends, and I felt so amazing and so awesome that she would have me be a part of her show. And I mean, clearly, back to back, we running it back. She's a part of our show tonight, so we're excited. But it's all about her tonight. All about what is Trina. Who is Trina? What does chick on the scene mean? Wine with friends, how it all got created. So we're just gonna get to know you a little bit better, have some fun, and drink. So I want to know more about what you're drinking tonight because that glass looks delicious. I like that color. So tell us, what are you sipping on today?
So I am going back to an old faithful favorite, some
Ooh,
Napa Brut Rosé.
ooh, show us that bottle because it's pretty.
Yes, it is. So I did this because I love this stuff and it always takes me back to my trip to Napa, and hanging out at Mum was an amazing experience. If you've ever been there, the winery is swanky. It gives you like a Austin Powers kind of vibe when you walk in. There's velvet and there's merch and there's all this stuff, and even the entryway with the flowers, they have like a, what do you call that with the flower, the halo,
Oh,
the
not
gazebo
a
kind of
not a Okay, I don't know why I went chandelier, but like some sort of like
trellis.
grand.
Yeah,
There,
an
yeah.
archway of beautiful flowers. It's so inviting. I had the best truffle popcorn when I was there, and they really
Ooh.
pulled out all the stops. I had some reserves that they didn't even have. Just it was
Yes.
that wasn't normally available because I was industry coming to visit and they were pulling out all the stops for us. So Brute Rose.
Yes.
Mom,
We are here for it.
so that's what I'm sipping on. Since unfortunately I couldn't be there with you to enjoy what you had planned for us, I'm so mad about it.
I know,
The
but and
weather is
now look at the weather. It's like the rain never happened.
weather is a hater. That's
It
all I'm gonna
is.
say. The weather
It
is
is.
a hater.
It
Hey,
is
out
funny.
with Ange, how are you? Yes, an
Yes.
arch, but it's a beautiful archway that you walk into, and I just love it. And so when I was thinking about that, I said, "Oh, let's do that tonight. Let's have some mom.
Yes. Yes. And it's refreshing, I'm assuming. It looks like it's refreshing. I see the little like sweat coming off the glass. Like
Yes,
it's like giving you refreshing, vibes.
super chilled. Oh, someone asked, was tonight gonna be the Dom night? No, it wasn't gonna be Dom tonight. It was gonna be something else that she had picked. But yes, it is chilled. If you look at the bubbles, they're cylindrically flowing up. Um, and it's just a really great glass of
Yes.
bubbles.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm excited about that. And so we are doing Dill Rosé, which is a California rosé. We showed this yesterday on your show.
Yes!
Yes, yes, yes. So we did pop that cork, but don't worry, we got a bottle for you. So when you come, you can have a little bottle too.
I'm
Uh,
excited.
yes, and they were a guest on our show when we first started the podcast.
Oh,
Um, they're really great, supportive, and actually we post that we were drinking it tonight, and they actually shared it and liked and all that. So thank you to the family of Dow out there in California. Keep growing those grapes because they're delicious, and I like to drink them. So thank you.
yes. Hi, Christine C. 2011. I see you. How are you? I see folks. I see my
Yes,
folks in here. Hi, everybody. How you guys
yes,
doing? We're back. Day 2. It's June 2nd. Um, and we're going live. This is not my show. I'm a guest. So, Madame, go ahead.
yes. I was like, well, freestyle, go for it.
I just
I'm here
instantly
for it.
went into that mode. Let me sit myself back. I am not the host.
Right.
I am the guest.
I'm like, hey, you're at my house. I got you, sis. Take your shoes off. Put your feet on the couch.
Listen,
It's okay.
my shoes are totally off up here. I got my Beyonce fan going. I'm ready.
Yes. Okay. You're just missing the feeling of the wig movement, but that's okay because she did do short styles too. So we're here for that as well. We
Yeah.
love it. We love it. We love it.
Wait, what
So,
would the world do if Beyonce cut it all off and really slicked it back for forever? It would change the game. Everybody and their mama would cut their hair off.
no, they'll just say that she's trying to be like Toni Braxton, but that's a whole nother story for another day.
Oh man, oh my goodness. Woo! Did you just
Yes.
go there? Oh my gosh.
I did. We're gonna have to put a pin in that because it's about you. So Trina,
Yes.
how did you even get into the wine world? Like, this is like a thing that people I'm seeing more of, like stepping into. But like, you've been in the game for a while. You are like not an OG because that's not a cool term. But you
I accept it.
yeah. But you've been doing this since you've been doing this. So like, how did you like get involved in sort of like the wine world?
Okay, so way back when, let's say like 2010, I'm pretty sure it was 2010, I would go to like a bunch of wine festivals around the DMV. We're talking Westminster Wine Festival, Vintage Virginia Wine Festival, Eastern Shore. There was a wine festival over there. You name it. If there was a wine event happening, the U.S. Polo Wine Festival out, way out west. I can't even remember where the horse stables are, but I would go to like all that kind of stuff way before it was even popular. Like there wasn't a lot of brown folks at those events, and I would always have a blast, meet people, make connections, all that good stuff. Wait a minute, hold on. I knocked the fan over.
Oh, that's okay. Beyonce is still performing.
Yes.
She's Sasha Fierce.
Okay.
Keeps it going.
It's that. Okay. So at that time, I was dating this guy, and he lived out in wine country in Purcellville, Virginia.
Ooh.
And I would go out there, weekends or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And we would always be going to wineries out there and getting cases and talking to folks, really chilling. And because we were there so frequently, you know, one lot of us out there going, you know, frequently to these places, joining wine clubs and all that stuff, I started talking to, there was a vineyard called Loudoun Valley Vineyards. And
Yes.
it's no longer in operation, but Bree was really sweet to me. She talked to me. We walked the vines. We just, it was really a connection for me that I didn't think that I would experience. So fast forward, he and I broke up, and we had a conversation about splitting the vineyards. Like, I don't want to see him, he don't want to see me. So we were kind of figuring who was going to go to which ones. And so I was still like going out there, going to Brambleton, you know, checking out the Loudoun County wine scene. It's really great. There's a lot to do. And then I decided, oh, well, maybe I'll blog about wine. But guess what? Your girl is not that disciplined, and I can't blog. Website, blog site, whatever, WordPress, all that good stuff. It wasn't working. It wasn't doing. And I was also doing like Stella and Dot. I was selling jewelry. And what happened was I met some ladies as a result of doing Stella and Dot who were working with One Hope Wine. And that's when they first came out. And they were doing in-home wine parties, wine tastings, but also raising money. So it was for a good cause. A percentage of the sales of the event would go to the person's nonprofit that they wanted to go to.
Yeah.
So I got approached about joining. I thought it was a no-brainer because I loved wine. And I said, well, might as well try. What the heck?
Might as well.
Might as well try. Joined, became a director really quickly, won a free incentive trip to Napa, was there with my girls for like 5 days, did Napa hardcore, Castle in the Clouds, Mum, Camus, you name it, Jay, you name it, we went to everything. We did the wine train. It was right around the time that the ladies got kicked off the wine train. We went like probably the next week after, and were super terrified, didn't want to get kicked off the train, didn't want no drama, but One Hope had reserved cars for us. But there was a group that did get kicked off the train while we were on the train, and it was a whole big thing. But that was how Trina and wine I was exposed to it, sitting and listening to the winemakers, Tony, who was from Mondavi, who was consulting with One Hope, talking about blending, walking the vines before One Hope Winery even existed. Now One Hope Winery is actually physically there, brick and mortar. When I walked it back then in 2016, it was just the groundbreaking and the shell. They were starting to build the actual house and the tasting room and all that stuff. So that's how it started. The more I started doing tastings or parties, gatherings, the more I started to meet people, the more questions I was getting about wine. I knew that I didn't know a lot about wine. I knew how to sell some wine. I knew how to hit some numbers, move some cases, move some major wine weight. I had an amazing team of about 90 ladies all over the US, enough that I promoted to like senior director or whatever. Was getting a pretty good check off of One Hope Wine for a while, a solid year. And then it just became a point where I decided to walk away. There were some things that were changed in the incentive plan. It just wasn't going to work for me, so I walked away. And I decided that I wanted to learn more about wine. Enter WSET. I decided to investigate certifications. What was the best route for me? Investigated, did I want to do CMS? Did I want to do WSET Global, Quartermaster, all these kind of things. I was just learning, and I wanted to be able to not only speak to wine when I'm selling wine to folks, but I wanted to have more of an education and figure out, you know, where it was going to go. So I did the blog. I had like a blogger, because I think I was still blogging then, and I was in Florida. The Florida Wine Academy had a blogger special. If you wanted to come and do the WSET level 1 in one day, they had a blogger thing where you could come, pay a discounted rate, and do the class. Did the class, got certified, one day, passed. Whole thing, 8 hours, crazy. Tried 10 wines, did the pairings, learned all about the basics that I kind of already knew because I've been drinking wine for a minute. And then we just, you know, it just works. I did a couple of other direct sales wine companies, wine brands. I did the Boisset, I did Scout and Cellar. I did all those things, and it still wasn't feeling. It wasn't clicking for me. And the more I was meeting people, I'm meeting Psalms, I'm meeting wine brands. I'm then deciding to get serious in social media about wine. I decided to flip my page and focus. Chick on the Scene came out of my page used to be called Stylist Trina Marie or something like that, because it was about jewelry and stuff. But then finally, I don't know, I think I was listening to Biggie Smalls and he was like, I got the baddest chick on the scene or something. There's a verse and I was like, that could be my new Instagram handle. And it just happened. It literally just happened from listening to a rap verse, changed my name, and decided to be intentional about what I was sharing about wine. Furthering my wine education, I did the level 2, and I was really focused and terrified at the same time. I think I was learning about wine influencing. I was learning about how there weren't a lot of Black and brown folks, no brown girls, not a lot of brown girls doing the influencer thing in wine, and not a lot of brands that had representation of us, even though we were all drinking wine. Like, the numbers are there, we're purchasing, we're doing all that stuff. So I decided to really, really, really focus on that, make some connections. I already had my One Hope connections, but other brands were offering to send me wine, and would I share it? And as time has progressed and I've now furthered my education, COVID hit. Good old COVID hit, brought us all home, allowed me to really learn about even more, meet more people in the community, met you, met so many folks. And I learned about the Roots Fund, and I applied. The first time I applied to the scholarship when they initially launched, I didn't get it. I turned the next time I applied, I did. So I became a Roots Fund scholar at the end of last year, and that covered my studies for the WSET Level 3 Awards in Wine. So I'm currently a candidate for the Level 3. I call myself a wine influencer. I'm a wine student. I am sharing wines. I am doing tastings. I get booked paid content gigs for my page, which is very important, because there was a time when it was like, okay, yeah, send me the wine and I'll share it. But when you're creating reels, you're doing 3 and 4 stories, you're writing about a brand, you're sharing tasting notes, you're doing work, you should be compensated for it. Doing free work is just, it's not fair. It's not right. And also, you got to know your worth and know your value. You got some certifications behind you, raise the price, don't be like crazy or whatever. But I would consider myself a micro influencer because I'm under 10,000 followers, but I still have a following. I still have people who will shop, and that's still exposure for a brand, and that can be a profit for a brand. I can show numbers, and I can show where clicks transferred over into purchases of wine based on a sharing or a project that I did for a brand. So it's important, metrics, all that kind of stuff, saving my metrics, looking at the analytics, screenshotting, having a media package that I send out to brands when they're interested in me, all that kind of stuff. And here we are.
Wow. I mean, you said a lot of gems. Your story is amazing. Like,
thank you.
I seen the hearts going up at different parts of your story. Like, woo, child. And I think everybody has seen a One Hope ad scroll through on their Instagram or social media feed. So, you guys put in a lot of good work there in One Hope. And I definitely drank several bottles of it. So thank you for all that.
Remember the glitter bottles?
Oh my God, I love them. And obviously your dog has drank some too, because he's preaching the gospel right now. No, let him preach. He's like, hallelujah. Yes, saints. That was some good wine. I remember she spilled the glass. I was like right there with it. He got drunk with you. You didn't even realize it.
I have caught him licking the tops of bottles that are on the floor that are empty, him walking up and licking the rim of empty bottles. I'm like, come on, man. What are you doing?
He's like, I just need a little fix. But no, it's amazing to see your story, your progression. And, I think a lot of people don't realize consistency is key, right? They think it's supposed to be a quick trajectory. And like one thing you said was like, this wasn't something that you just started last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, right? This is something that has been a journey. So how have you like kept your head in the game, if you will? Like what's been sort of like your motivation to stay consistent, because that's how you're winning, is being consistent. That's how you're able to progress and win anything at life, is always being consistent. And it seems like you got that down. So what are some of your tips? Don't tell us the tricks of the trade, because we don't want to take your trade secrets, but some tips you use to do that.
Well, for starters, I have a therapist. Okay. So whenever I am not in my right head space about something going on, I am bringing it up. I talk about my business a lot in therapy. Also, I had to learn to stop comparing myself to other people that I'm seeing on social media, because what's for me is for me, and what is for them is for them. And everybody's journey is different. The time it took, the education the path that we've gone in our education, the exposure, the consistency, the lack thereof. There have been times that I've fallen off. There's times that I had to take a break. There have been times that I was burned out, and I had to acknowledge the burnout and take a break. And it's okay if you're tired. We're not machines, and I don't have a team behind me. I am hair, makeup, lighting, photographer, videographer, you name it. I'm a one-woman show here. I mean, shout out to Brocky, because he does a lot. He helps me too. But in the beginning, I mean, other than my kids fixing my lighting and stuff like that when they were home, I'm a one-person show. I'm not a machine. I do not have the Kardashian machine behind me doing all of my stuff. So you got to give yourself grace. And a long time ago, one of my mentors said to me, you have a voice that should be heard, so use it. And that always it's always in the back of my head. I always hear her saying that to me. And you have to believe in yourself, because ain't nobody going to celebrate you and talk about you and put you out there more than you. So you have to get into that place of, okay, let's do this. I got this. I'm rocking. Yep. You got to have that self-talk with yourself. And when you catch yourself being negative and things like that, sometimes you got to walk away. Sometimes you got to put the phone down for a day. Sometimes, I mean, when George Floyd happened, I had to put the phone down. I was wiped out. Like I was just exhausted from it all. And just a lot of the trauma stuff that's on social media, sometimes I just gotta be like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Also, collaboration. Collaboration is a great thing. So it's a collaboration over competition. I would rather work with you than feel like I'm competing against you. I learned that from, I forgot her name. Oh my goodness, I'm missing her name. Jess, another influencer who's on Instagram from the DMV. Just working with folks is a great thing. Doing lives is a great thing. Doing the group live when you got 4 people on, even better. Like, reach out to folks. You and I were talking about this last night. All it takes to just ask someone, and if they say no, all right, no harm, no foul. You can't take it personally. On to the next guest. What else? I'm learning to be more organized and more intentional. Planning out what I want.
Your dog was like, notice she said trying. Your dog is like giving us the tea on the side.
Planning out. I purchased the Instagram planner. And it's a book where you can do the whole calendar. You can write out what you want to post for the week, like what kind of story themes you want to do, what kind of content you want to do for each day of the week. And it really helped me to kind of focus. Whenever I fill in the planner, I have a great month. Okay, fill in the planner, Trina. Fill in the planner. Sometimes I don't fill in the planner, and I'm all over the place. I'm scatterbrained. I'm unorganized. It's a hot mess express. I'm not consistently posting. So being organized is also really helpful. Even if I could schedule my posts, if I could ever figure that out, it would be, oh my goodness.
Well,
Um,
I'm gonna drop a gem right here for you on scheduling posts. I
uh-huh,
don't know if you use Canva.
uh-huh.
It is heaven sent. You can actually schedule it through Canva for the
Yes.
entire month. So
So my daughter is like a Canva expert. And
yeah,
when she is here, bless her, I love her. She does so much for me in Canva that when she is home, so I will have to talk to her some more.
yes,
She set up my account, and I did see that, and I clicked on some stuff because I was just learning how to do reels in Canva. I
yep.
was like, what? I could do a whole thing and put my own. Okay. So yes. Also, another thing, there's so much free education on Instagram. There are
Oh yeah,
so many pages you can follow and learn, like the trending songs on Reels. There's a whole page for that. Like tips, tricks, all the Instagram going live tips into. I follow Nikki and Moose. Think that's her name.
yeah.
She's always dropping gems. Follow other influencers that you like, or influence, or people in your genre that you think are going to motivate you or inspire you, because I have people that I follow. Some stuff is just trash that I follow, I acknowledge that, but other folks, there are certain people whose page I will go and click and watch and listen and learn, screenshot, record, whatever, because it's quality information and I'm learning something. There's a lot of stuff that I've learned just from different coaches, free webinars, those 2 hour things, stuff like that. I'll do some of those things at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because I'm like a morning person. And if I wake up, whenever it's a full moon, I can never sleep. So full
So
moon,
this past couple weeks were kind of like shaky for you then. Okay, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So full moon, I will be up watching, learning something on Instagram, attending somebody's webinar about something, just so I can, because there's always some new information.
Yeah, and I noticed. Okay, yes, I am an avid follower of you. You have amazing content,
Thank
and I'm
you.
always like, love, love,
Thank
love,
you.
love, share, share, repost.
Thank
Um,
you.
of course, but like, there's this one thing you put was this book you're reading. I'm assuming is the 5 a.m. And I did that myself. It's something I've started to. Um, I'll say maybe like towards the end of last year was waking up and getting my day started much, 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 much earlier. I am not a morning person. I've seen quite a few of my friends who've been here since I've been in elementary school to college, law school. They know me, and they know don't talk to me before double digits. Uh, mm-mm. And I mean like 10:30, like
Oh,
10:45. I just was one of those people. But come 2 a.m., I'm like I can stay up all night, work hard. I do my best work usually at night. With
okay.
I'm the midnight oil person.
Okay.
I'm shifting that because there's so much you miss in the day, and I was like, okay, it's another sign like I am on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing you, picking up this book.
Yes.
What made you make this transition to the 5 a.m.? Because it's like a whole like lifestyle, the 5 a.m. club, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole like it blew my mind once I started doing it, and
Yeah.
like I lost a lot of weight. I'm a little bit more back to being positive, eating healthier, getting more done,
Yeah.
and I'm actually going to bed and I'm having more sound sleep. So like, what was like your moment to be like, oh, you know what, I want to do this.
So I've always been a morning person, and then sometimes I get thrown off, and then I'm sleeping in until 5:30, 6 o'clock. What happened was, I used to live in Florida. When I lived in
Mm-hmm.
Florida, I was always getting up early. I love watching the sunrise. I love beach time. I love beach walks. I love all that stuff. But in coming back here and just feeling like my rhythm was off in the region, the cold was throwing me off, all that kind of stuff, and I was on a journey to drop some weight. and I was getting up to go to the gym, and I would be at the gym at 5:30 in the morning. So that meant I was up at 4:55, 4:45 to get that workout in first
Yeah.
before my day began. Because as the day progresses, I'm doing lives, I'm meeting with wine folks, I'm having business calls, I'm working my 9 to 5, I'm doing all these things, and then when I was in class as well, um, I needed that time for myself, just to have that time to invest in myself. So it was about the workouts. Then I started doing E2M as well. And I
Mm.
found like getting up early and knocking out the workout much more successful, way more time in the day. And yes, there's times that I pass out 9:30. I'm like, woo, I gotta go to bed. And then other times, like, I got energy up until midnight. Like, it just depends. But I'm way more cognizant of, like, even my alcohol consumption.
Yeah.
Paying attention. My meals, I only eat twice a day because I do the fasting with E2M. So I eat breakfast and I eat dinner. That's it. That's it. No, I don't do snacks. Now, sometimes you'll see me snacking here and there. I have like raw nuts downstairs and all that, but the water, my supplements, breakfast, dinner, very low carbs, or no carbs, and then my cheat meal on the weekend.
May God continue to bless and keep you. My edge
I
is
mean,
lifted right there. 2 meals. Okay.
two
Um,
meals. I had to
dang.
skip the office luncheon today because I ate breakfast. And I was like, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm on a meal. I eat at certain times, and I ate at 10 a.m. Like, literally, I'd be holding out for 10. Like, today, actually, it was like 9:35. I was like, I can't wait. I'm so hungry. I have to eat, because I stopped eating at 7 p.m. and I don't eat again until 10 a.m. And so I'm like, listen, I done took my supplements, I drank my water, I had my tea to hold me, and then I have to eat. And no, I'm not ready for lunch. I can't eat lunch because I don't eat again until dinner.
I
And it's
would have.
hard.
So, like, my attitude shifts when I don't eat. I'm that person. Like, I'm not Godzilla or anything, but
I'm
if
hangry.
I, oh, honey, I will shift a mood if there is not a snack for me. I will.
Yes.
Everybody's got to shut down. Renee needs a cupcake, something. We got to eat.
And I even, like this morning, I made my breakfast at 6 a.m. and it sat next to me until 9:30. I did not touch it. I was like, I made it at home because in the office, people bring in muffins and donuts and
Oh.
cake and all this. I can't eat any of that stuff. And I tell them, y'all know I can't eat this. Why y'all putting this by my desk? I can't eat this. So I bring my breakfast, I sit it there, I make my sugarless tea, no honey, no anything. I drink my tea until it's time for me to eat. And then water the rest of the day.
I commend you.
Thank
Um,
you.
I do. And like I'm gonna try it. Okay, no, I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna walk into something. You gotta crawl before you walk. So
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can work my way into that this June. Because I gotta get to this next level of my weight loss journey. I'm sort of plateauing right now, so maybe this conversation is helping me get that kickstart I need. I don't know about missing meals. I
But
ooh,
honestly, you train yourself and you won't even miss it. Trust me, you won't miss it. And if you're drinking your water and you're doing your, you take your supplements, drink your water, you eat your 2 meals. I mean, granted, the meals might go fast. You might be like, dang, it's gone. But you ate, and your body then burns the rest. I mean, I started E2M in January. I started out, I was 164 pounds. I don't even care. I will tell it. I'm 5'2". 162, 164 was my heaviest. Right now I'm about 145, 146.
wow. Yeah,
And sticking
okay.
to it, and just a lot of water, a lot of water weight I was holding. And then I'm working out. I haven't been working out lately because my back, but working out 5 to 6 days a week also. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the other
And I,
part.
and I, And I see one of my friends, James, made a smart comment. We'll come back to that later.
Uh-oh, what did he say? I
So
can't see in the comments.
I can't see it because it's so far on the other side of the room. But I know because I saw the LOL. So James, I will have a conference call with you later.
Oh shoot.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing, my friend. You know I'm serious about my snacks. I don't ever. I'm being serious. Like stuff goes left when I don't eat. Like I am the nicest person until I get to that point where I'm like, decisions aren't made. Like people are like, I don't know, I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat. I do. So let's go where I want to go.
I totally, it was a process. And when I say I went cold turkey, and then of course, Brocky did it with me. So we did it together and we just held ourselves accountable and we just dropped the weight. And it's great. I feel good. I wanted to be ready for summer and I fell off a little bit. I'm snapping back into it. I had to get a smaller waist sweet sweat thing. I had to get smaller stuff because everything was too big. I had to get rid of workout clothes because all of them were too big. I had to start wearing stuff that actually fit. I did a purge last weekend of clothes because the clothes, I'm not planning on going back to that size. So
yay!
Thank you. But drinking wine.
Yes. So I have a thing because yes, as we are people who love wine and we're in this space, yes. I have a thing. I only drink on certain days. And no, they don't end in Y. I drink on Thursdays for this. Okay. And then I usually take Fridays off. But if it's a Friday, I can only drink certain things, right? No sugary drinks. So no rum punches, although I love a good rum punch. I know, I love good rum punches. It can only be certain kind of wines, like a rosé, but it has to be, you know, I look at the calories, all that stuff.
Really?
I got a journey, honey. This is a journey.
You're looking at the calories in the wine?
And like there's an app apparently that people didn't know that tells you this. Like you can actually put in the grapes and like it'll tell you like or even the type of wine and it'll tell you like the calories. Yeah. So I'm drinking my calories before for dinner because I was like, well, Jesus, let it rip. It's been a rough day. But I do that on Fridays sometimes. Saturdays, if I go to brunch, then I can't go on Sunday. But if I go on Sunday, I can't go on Saturday. And then Monday through Wednesday, I don't drink.
Okay. All right. I can dig it. I mean, brunch is a big, our cheat meal thing is a really big thing for us. So it's like, okay, where we going? Where we going? What we doing?
You guys do reconnaissance and research. Like, okay, picking out menus, sending it to each other. You guys do all that kind of thing.
By Tuesday, we know where we're eating on the weekend. We were like, okay, reservation made. This is what we're doing.
Yes, I'm here for that. Okay, yeah. chick on the scene.
Yes.
It's more than just wine. Because you're on the scene. You are everywhere. Because every time I look up, you are at some like ambassadors, embassy. You are at some amazing bar with a tasting. You are at an art tech museum. Like you are really on the scene, queen. So how do you get clued into these spaces? And then also, do you like let your audience know and like host events and like people can come with you and like do like I want to be with the chick on the scene and have a private like event with her or like sip tea with her or something?
So the embassies, those parties, Argentina and stuff, those are invitation. There's a young lady who I met on social media who invited me to the embassies of Argentina for the World Malbec Day. And there was another first event that she invited me to. And it was just, she found me on Instagram and she said, hey, I'm doing an event. Would you be interested in coming to the embassy and trying some wine from Argentina? And so I was like, okay, cool.
Who says no to that? I mean, that's what we talked about. Asking people who would say no.
Exactly. And now Veronica's amazing. She's such a great friend. And whenever I was in New York and she was flying in when I was leaving. And she's like, how long are you going to be here? Because I'm doing something. Come meet me. Come to this event. I'm doing an event. And I was like, oh man, I'm leaving, but next time we'll hook up next time. So, am I planning on doing some things? Yes. Those are in the works now. Actually, there's a couple of things in the works right now, but I can't say yet. But yes, so there will be opportunities to come to some things where I'll be curating actual tastings in some really dope places, and it'll be themed tastings. So I'm really excited doing the work, doing the research and prepping and planning this out so it can truly be an experience to expose you to something that maybe you haven't experienced before. Yes. And sometimes I get invited, I get a call, I get an email. I'm an empty nester. So, it's just me and the dog. and then Brocky and I were like, okay, so you want to do this tonight? You want to go here? Hey, we got invited to this. You want to do it? And that is how, I wanted it to be. And moving back here from Florida, I was very intentional on, okay, I want to be on a scene. I want to attend some stuff. I want to capture the events. I want to share the events so that people get an idea. There are so many things that you can experience here in the DMV that, they're not always centered around wine. Sometimes it's whiskey. Sometimes it's just really good food. Or like Art Tech House, they had really great cocktails. And they had these 3D cards that you put over your drink, and it blossomed your drink into this whole experience. So just, being open, going to spaces that you might not normally go to, and having a good time.
Okay, so speaking of which, I'm going to ask you now. I feel like it's like my first female date. Like, I'm not, trying to come on to you. And happy Pride, everyone, but not that way. I feel like we should go to the the Yes Way Rosé restaurant in Baltimore. Have you heard about this place?
Okay. I saw it in the middle of the night on somebody's Instagram, and then I woke up in the morning and couldn't find it again. It wasn't someone that I followed. There was somehow it showed up in my feed, and then I couldn't find it again.
It's been manifesting for this moment for me to get the courage to ask you out. So,
girl,
here we go. So
yes,
you say yes. Say yes to the rosé. All right. So I feel like you guys, you just saw this happen. We're going to take an adventure to Baltimore, and we're going to go to the Yes Way Rosé.
I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it.
And we're going to go live from there. So
yes. Absolutely. I'm so excited. Thank you for inviting me. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Can we say outfits? Yes.
Oh, I'm just saying, what I need a coif for my hair. I need like a feather, like a bird. Like, I'm going to do the most. I'm so excited. Yes.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk about this some more. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes.
I'm bursting on the inside. You have no idea.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun. Oh my God. Yes.
So you guys get to see the adventures unfold. We're going to go live from there. We'll figure out when, but don't worry. You all will be a part of it.
You guys will be a part of it. Yes.
Yes.
We're going to do it. Yes. 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 Oh my gosh.
Okay. So since we're on this, what are like 3 places you recommend people to go to in DC or the DMV? Now that the world's starting to open back up, have good drinks, have a good time. Because like I hear you say, and we'll get into Brocky because I feel like people are like, Brocky, who's this man girl? Because people like to be in the business, so we're going to get into your business a little bit. But like 3 places that you recommend people to go to in the DMV region.
Okay. I'm going to stick to first wine places, okay?
Okay.
In DC, Lulu's Wine Garden. It's at 9th and U Street, I believe.
Yes.
Right? 9th and U. Such a beautiful place. Such a fantastic vibe. Some great bottles that you can get. And some great food. And there's a chicken sandwich that will blow your mind. And they have these onion potato chips. I don't know. There's some house-made potato chips they have that are also ridiculously good. So I highly recommend Lulu's Wine Garden. Now, if you want to hop over the bridge and come over here to Alexandria, Virginia, there is a lovely champagne bar called Brut in Old Town Alexandria. Honey,
Ooh.
all the bubbles you can think of in one location. They're actually one of the top sellers of Bill Cart Salmon. They sell
Oh.
the most on the East Coast, apparently, out of this one little place. If you remember the old Grape and Bean in Alexandria, that's it. They turned it into Brut, the champagne bar.
Oh,
You can get
wow.
bottles, you can get a flight, you can get you can get splits, you can do whatever. You can just sit there with a glass and people watch. You can sit outside, they've got street sitting, or you can sit inside. They got long tables, bar style, at the bar, at the front window. The front window is the best place to sit. You get to see everything.
Oh, because
Yes.
from yesterday, I feel like it's a housewives situation, and I would love to see that front window. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to come across the bridge to VA.
No, I'll just hop right on the highway.
There you go. So Brut Wine Bar, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is
Okay.
so much fun. It's such a great, and the folks there are like the local yokels, like just regular folks coming in and just
They're
sitting
just walking from home, coming to the local bar, and
just
having a good time.
walking over there, and just everybody's chit chatting it up, having a good old time, and oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take an Uber to that place.
Mm-hmm.
Uber, yes.
All right, let me see. Where else do I like to go for wine? Hold on. So Brut. Okay, we talked about Lulu's Wine Garden. For cocktails, okay, I like going to Serenata in
Oh,
DC. In DC at Union Market, I like Serenata. Okay, they make some really dope cocktails. They got a spicy drink that I'm just in love with, and I need to go back there because we left, and I was just like, okay, I need to go back.
so I went there a couple weeks ago with some colleagues from work,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just like, run it. I don't even know what I want to drink. We were just like, run it. I
So
have no clue what these people put in my cup. It was so immaculate.
everything.
One of them looked like the ocean blue
Okay.
water. Didn't taste like water, but it was amazing. So you're onto something with that bar.
Yes, Serenata. And there's a great wine shop in there in the
Yes,
back left corner with some
yes.
great wines. I got a sparkling from there.
I
Amazing.
want to say it's black owned, but I can't confirm it. I
No,
can't.
it's like Latin. It's Latin American based.
Okay, okay.
But the wines in there, I had one from Chile, a sparkling from Chile that was, oh my goodness. Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I took a picture of the bottle. I just got to scroll. It's on my page somewhere, but amazing. I tagged them and everything.
Yes.
Okay, food. Okay, so I like Hen Quarter in Old Town Alexandria. I ain't gonna lie, I love me some Hen Quarter for brunch and their bottomless mimosas and all that stuff. Their chicken is phenomenal. Another hot brunch spot that you wouldn't even know, that I didn't know about until recently, and now I've been like 3 times. Chadwick's.
Oh, yes.
We know. We walk past it because we walk. When we do our workout walk, we walk 4.5 miles, walk to the water and walk back. Been walking past there forever, didn't know. Stopped for
Oh.
brunch one day and was like, the music was rocking, and they serve real light skin mimosas. They're like super light skin.
They do that kind of. They get a little.
A drop, light skin, so, totally light skin mimosas. It's the best thing ever, and they're only like $5. The mimosas are $5. The
You only
food,
need about 3 or 4 of them at my age. I'm like, okay, I don't need to do bottomless.
yeah.
Because I'm not gonna find the bottom of the cup. Nope,
Oh,
not anymore. Not
but I
anymore.
like bottomless. Bottomless is a good thing. If you're kikiing with your girls and you're there for a few hours, you want the bottomless. I don't want to keep having to think about, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. You know where I want to go though, that I haven't been?
Ooh.
La Vie, DC.
Oh, they're one of our partners.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the place with the flowers hanging down, all that stuff, right? I
And the
really want it.
huge chandelier.
Yeah,
And then there's Naraya, which is their sister bar restaurant as well, which is on another floor in the same building. And it's in the wharf, which is just like across the street.
right.
So I mean, just come to Jamaica. You
Come
know,
to make a month.
come to Jamaica. We got you covered. We can walk there. We're not walking 4 miles to get
Yeah.
drunk and back. That not in this heat. Not
No.
to be cute. That's a photo worthy place.
Yes. I want to
But
experience that. That's like at the top of my list of places that I have not been yet. And I keep seeing it, and I'm looking at Brocky like, sir.
so that means you probably haven't been to 12 Stories. That means you probably haven't been to Mi Vida, which is also at the wharf. Oh my
Okay,
God,
what's the rooftop place that looks over the water?
there's a there's a lot of those.
Okay, so
But
I
there's
went to the
Mi
whiskey.
Vida,
I
the
went to the
whiskey
whiskey
one.
one.
Okay, the whiskey one. Okay,
I
okay,
went
yeah.
there. I've been there, but I went to a party at another one that was like a club kind of place. Like
12 Stories. That's 12 Stories.
yes,
If it
been
looks
to
like a
12 store.
club, then
Yeah,
it's 12 Stories. You went in like an elevator. You walked in and they put you in an
elevator.
elevator.
Yep.
That's 12 Stories. Yep.
Yes. So I did that when I first moved back. One of my friends was like, "You got to experience this, girl. The wharf ain't the wharf that it used to be."
It
So
is not catching fish anymore.
have mercy.
They're not catching
I'm
fish.
really upset that I didn't get to experience Kith. Isn't it gone now?
I thought it was still there.
Is it still there? And he's just no longer there as the owner?
I feel like that's what happened. I feel like
Okay.
he went to another restaurant. And like now in Navy Yard, there's another restaurant that opened that I think he's at, but I'm
Right.
not 100% sure. Because there was like this article that came out that like
Yes.
these chefs had like
Mm-hmm.
it was like 4 restaurants and like they did some movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then there's another one that just recently opened on U Street, like 14th and U, that's associated, and it's like African, Caribbean,
Hmm.
and I think like Indian, but
Really?
like yeah, but it's
Okay.
like I mean basically Trinidadian restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah,
Huh. I need to know about that. Okay.
yeah, and they
So
have amazing drinks too.
there's another place that's on my list. Oh, darn it. They served the bucket of chicken with the vouv. Even though I'm not a crazy vouv fan, Moon, is it Moon chicken? Moon something? Moon? It's in upper northwest. It's Georgia, way up Georgia Ave.
Oh, I stay away from that side of town.
Wait a minute. What's wrong with up there?
Child, I don't want to run into people.
Oh, okay. Well, understood.
It's too.
What?
If you know, children. Cheers.
Okay. All right. We're moving right along.
We just stay away from upper northwest. We stay in the lower quadrants.
Gotcha.
That was sort of like what you said earlier. You guys separated the
Yeah.
vineyards. Yeah,
Gotcha.
got your half.
Gotcha. And another fun place where you actually came for Brocky's party, his birthday party, chicken and whiskey on
Oh
14th.
yes.
Listen, that chicken, that Peruvian chicken, yes.
As a vegetarian, I smelt it. Oh, I smelt it. But that whiskey though?
Yes.
How about it was raining? I didn't remember it was raining when I left.
Was it raining?
It was see. You forgot too.
Listen,
The next morning I was like, oh, I gotta go get my hair done.
we had so much fun that night.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Towards the end, I don't remember. I just know
And I left well before you.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was great.
Yeah.
It was so great. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh.
I tried maybe like 4 different whiskeys that night, so I appreciate that. So thank you all so much for that. Because I'm trying to get my whiskey game up, and I really enjoyed the whiskeys I tried. And the bartender was very helpful and like helping me through the journey.
Yeah.
My friend was not. She was just like, just throw it back.
She was fine.
She was fine, but she was not helping me taste. She wanted me to not taste anything. She just wanted me to live.
All I know is y'all kept handing me drinks, and I was just like, I need to drink some water. But then you would be like, here's a drink. I'd be like,
yeah, it has water in it.
Oh, okay, I'll drink it. I don't even know the next day what was I thinking?
I think you guys even had a flight like a couple hours or day and a half like later. So I don't know how y'all did that. Congratulations on making this flight.
We did. We left Florida.
Congratulations, because I've been there and I've had to call the airline. Like, oh no, a dead relative that's been dead is dead. We're distraught. We need to take more time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We made it down there. We were trying to sleep on the flight. Oh.
At least you didn't take airplane shots with you on the flight. So at least you knew you needed a moment to reset.
Yes, absolutely. We did.
I am in love with this conversation. Okay, so I know we only have a few more minutes left, but we mentioned Brocky a few times. I know people are like, Brocky, because just in case, I know there's a few guys that are my friends. I know they probably have texted because you're gorgeous. So
thank you.
She is taken, spoken for. So who is Brocky? What does he do? How did you guys meet? All of these wonderful things. Tell us what you're willing to tell. Don't give us too much, but give us enough.
So Brocky is my love, my boo.
Yay.
We actually met because he saw me. We have a mutual associate. He saw me on that person's Instagram page and decided to deep dive and learn about me, and decided to do a little research. And then he messaged me about us doing a show together. And I was like, all right, cool. And then my boy that he knows, I talked to him. He was like, oh yeah, y'all should do a show together. He does whiskey, you do wine. That'll be a great conversation. It'll be a great show. And so literally that's what happened. Like, we had a mutual friend. He saw me, reached out. We talked via DM a couple of times. It was my daughter's birthday. I was like, hey, I'll hit you because my girls have flown into town. I was like, I'll hit you when everybody leaves because it's real crazy. And then I forgot. And then I hit him like a week later. And then we like talked on the phone. It was cool. It was really, really cool. And then we said we were going to get together. Our first date or dinner was like a 6-course meal that he invited me out to at a restaurant. It's so crazy. It's the craziest night. We went to a restaurant. It was during COVID in October. And he invited me there because he was meeting some people for business or something. And I guess because the restaurant hadn't had any guests, the chef decided to cook everything.
That chef was like, we got all this meat. We got to get we got all this cheese.
Listen,
we got this meat.
We had oyster salad. We had he did this big chicken dish with whipped butternut squash and all of this stuff. It was like a full-on Thanksgiving feast. At the end, we had these rum ice cream floats.
What?
It was insane. It was sick. It was the craziest first meeting that we ever. And actually, the photographer, she was like, "Oh, you guys are so cute together." And I was like, "Oh, this is about business. This isn't, you know." But I did notice when I met him in person, I was like, "Oh, he's kind of cute, and he smells good. He smells really good." And because honestly, I'm telling you, up until that point, when I'm doing the show and stuff and meeting guests and all of that, I don't like to mix that type of stuff. I don't want it to be about that. I'm not trying to holler at you. If we're going to do the show, let's keep it about business or what have you. And then when we met, it was like, and my mom told me, she was like, nah, this ain't about business. She was like, this is not about business.
Your mama said, nah, baby, this ain't what that is. Yesterday's price ain't today's price, not with this one.
She
Yes.
totally told me that it wasn't about that. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm just going to meet him, so we can talk about this whole show thing or whatever. She was like, okay, I'll talk to you later. And I texted her from the dinner. I was like, okay, he's kind of cute. She was like, I told you, all caps. I knew it. So
Mamas be knowing. Mamas be knowing.
Yeah, so it'll be 2 years in October that we've been.
Oh my God. Yay.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. It's great. It's great when you meet your person, and you're like, you connect and you get it. We get each other. We're not draining each other. We're lifting each other. We're encouraging each other. He does his whiskey stuff. He has a whiskey riff series that he's shooting right now that is awesome, with local DMV bartenders making their own versions of an old fashioned that's like ridiculous. I keep missing these things. I never get to go so that I can taste the drinks. I have to watch it later.
And never get the residuals of the
Yeah, I keep missing it because I have other stuff going on too, and so sometimes he's going and I'm doing something else and I can't make it. But yeah, so that's who he is, and we have we're launching something in a couple of weeks, so we'll be making an announcement or something that we're doing together, since everybody keeps asking when. So it's coming. But
oh my gosh,
we're a couple, but we have our own things. We have our own niches that we work, and he's whiskey media and I do wine stuff.
This is just like the best story ever. Like, to all the single ladies out there with style and grace, allow me to lace, because like right now she just laid down the most lyrical love story ever. So love was found in the pandemic, honey. Now that she's found love, what are we gonna do with it? Come on.
I love you. Oh my gosh, I love you.
Oh, I love it. Take my
Yeah.
throw it. I'm here for you. No, but like, this is amazing. And it's good to see Black love. It's good to see, two amazing people who have their own lives, their own thing going on, but coming together and doing something positive together. Like, that is super awesome. And I'm just excited to see how we can support it. I know we're over time, but I'm going to ask this last two quick questions.
You're good. We're not rushing. We're fine. You're good.
Okay. What are some things that you can tell us that people can support you with, follow you outside of like, Instagram, all of those things? Because we want to make sure, like, if there's merch that you're selling or anything like that, we want to be able to support you. So anything in that space, would love to know more about.
So at this point, I would say follow me at Chick on the Scene on Instagram. Okay. The rollouts of things are in the works.
They're coming.
You know how you got to make sure you're legal before you announce it. So that's the waiting on the legal stuff to come back. But there will be a form of merch coming out very soon.
Listen, my stuff says TM. I'm still waiting on that stuff. Get in my R. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, no. So I have a few things. As always, if anyone wants to book a tasting, I do virtual tastings. I do in-person stuff. I curate tasting events. Some folks like to do rosé tasting. Some folks want to do a Syrah. Some people want to do only Black-owned wines tasting. I do all those types of things. I am for hire. I do have a fee. I have a rate. Just like that.
And today's price, it may not be tomorrow's price. So
yeah,
lock it in.
I have a contract. You sign it, we sign it, and we book the date, and we're good. So I like to curate events. Again, as I said, there's gonna be some stuff that's gonna be announced really, really soon. Like, literally in my inbox. I walked to my car today, and like, it was in my inbox telling me, okay, the meeting regarding blah, blah, blah. And so there's more stuff coming, but it just takes a minute. I'm going to be working with some wine brands on some tastings and some expressions, some videos, some stuff like that. So some stuff is, in the works, but follow me at Chick on the Scene, and I'll be like shaking the phone like, oh my gosh, it's here.
Yes, and we're gonna repost, reshare all of the things.
Thank
My
you.
niece, thank you, Mag. She'll be doing all that because
Thank
she's the
you.
social media engine behind this. So thanks, Magdalene. Appreciate you.
Thank
Um,
you.
and of course, the final question I have.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know. The world is at its standstill right now. The world is on its axis. What is your favorite rosé? Or, because I know that's gonna be a hard one, what rosé are you drinking when you go by the pool if you were to go today? Because that's, yeah, I mean, it changes when you taste the new one. Sometimes it's like, wait a minute, I got to reshuffle my list.
Hold up. Okay. All right. Okay. So, oh Lord have
I
mercy.
know. I know. It's a hard question. I
We
know.
were
It's like, what?
we were just sipping Lafette yesterday, and I absolutely love Lafette. I also love Michael Lavelle's rosé, the Fleur rosé. That thing is
It has
something.
the purple label on it.
Oh my goodness. That Michael Lavelle rosé, black owned, brothers from Howard University, my alma mater. We might have something in the works.
Today's price may not be tomorrow's price, people. Better hook it up now.
Amazing rosé. Another rosé. Oh my gosh. I've had so many bottles of rosé in my time that it is to sit and try to narrow it down. I'd like to go black on first, of course, because they're like the best. But I'm literally flipping pictures in my head right now.
Okay, let's go this way.
Okay.
Reshaping the question.
Okay.
Favorite type of rosé?
Oh, I do love the sparkling, but I do love a Pinot Noir rosé or a Grenache rosé.
Mm.
Even a Syrah. Oh, Deloche out of
Mm.
California has a rosé under the Boisset collection. They had a Deloche rosé made from Syrah. Unbelievable.
Mm.
Unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, like you can only order it through, I think, the Boisset collection from their website.
Oh, I love when they do that. It's like, yeah, buddy, I can't wait till they get here.
Yeah, so I think you can only order it there. When I worked in a wine cellar in Florida, we had it in there, but it wouldn't stay. It would leave. Like as soon as it came, somebody would call and take a case, and it was gone. So
Really?
Deloche has a rosé. Oh, John Legend, LVE.
LVE, yes.
LVE, the distilled in the sexy glass bottle, okay? Not the sparkling, the distilled. John Legend has some pretty dope wine. His wine is probably some of the most slept on stuff that people don't know about. He's working with Jean-Claude from Boisset,
Yes.
and his wines are fantastic. I had his LVE Cabernet Sauvignon, and it was phenomenal.
Really?
You can't get your hands on it. It's very hard to get your hands on. The bottles, I think, retail for about $98. Totally worth it.
What? I
Yeah,
didn't even know that that was even out because
it was,
everyone always talks about the rose LVE, and of course, we've had that
he
numerous
has
times.
more. He has
But
a whole collection. He has I think he has a Merlot as well. And then he has the sparkling LVE.
yes,
He,
I know about the sparkling, but I didn't.
yes.
Wow,
Yes,
I
he
didn't know
has
about the cab.
some
Wow.
quality wine. John Legend does. And I don't think it gets the right amount of publicity that it deserves because that's some good stuff. John
Okay.
Legend.
Okay. Well, okay. Here's a fun fact I learned today from Happy Cork, Brooklyn. Nia Long has a wine. Did you
I
know
learned
that?
about it yesterday. I learned about it last night.
I've been drinking it for like weeks and had no clue it was Nia Long.
What? Who is doing marketing?
Who are you people?
Who?
Who are you people?
The
Listen,
Griot
reach.
had it on their page yesterday, and someone tagged me and asked me for my confirmation, and I was like, I haven't had Nia Law's one yet. I didn't even know.
I was at Smoke and Mirrors, which is across the street from me,
Uh-huh.
and I was there, and I had a bottle of it. No clue with me along.
I'm gonna
Not a clue.
get it together.
But guess what I did? I reposted it today because I was like, who knew?
I did see. Yeah, I saw that you posted it today, and I'm like, she has some. Wait a minute, I need to get some of this. I need to come to DC so I can get some.
Just come to Navy Yard. Just move in. Like,
No, no, no.
move to Navy Yard. Come on. Navy Yard is fine.
But I love Virginia more. I love this Virginia. We joke, we call it Virginia privilege. I love Virginia privilege. It's great out here in Virginia. Okay,
Okay, I got it.
There's a Wegmans across the street from Brocky's place. Listen, just walk across the street. Just walk out the door and go across the street, and the Wegmans is right.
That might be my Instacart where they come from. I love me some Wegmans. And okay, so our Whole Foods has a wine bar right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, so does he's got a Whole Foods too. Well, the Wegmans has a bar as well, cocktails and everything.
Okay, we just got a wine bar. Okay,
Yeah.
you may win. You may win this argument. Okay,
listen,
right.
They got
our
a burger.
drivers are better. Our drivers are better.
Okay. Hey. I'm cool.
A battle you're not trying to fight. I get it. Okay, well, Trina, this has been so much fun. How can people follow you one last time? Because you're just so much fun, and you have a lot of things that you're about to announce. So I want to make sure people catch it. They're able to follow you, subscribe, all those things.
So I am at Chick on the Scene on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Now, there's not a lot on TikTok. There's only about 2 posts, but I'm working on it.
But she's on there.
I'm on there. Yes. So
you may. I was gonna say.
Yes.
I was gonna say you may even include a clip from today.
Yes, I'm working on it.
I forgot to ask this one question, and it just hit me as my notes are scrolling. You're doing a 30-day challenge about social media.
Yes.
Real quick, because you just mentioned TikTok, all of that.
Uh-huh.
How can people follow and understand and like get in on this challenge? Like, what is the challenge and how can people get in?
Okay, so the challenge is designed for us as content creators and business owners to show up on our pages more and connect with our followers and to meet new people and get new followers. So showing up every day for a couple of minutes, going live on your page, sharing something about yourself, sharing something about the business, talking about whatever is hot and happening in the media and pop culture, if it's politics or what have you, and just connecting. Because a lot of times, especially for brown folks, the algorithm does not work in our favor, and folks don't see our stuff. People will be like, I missed it. How did I miss your post? Or they see it the next day. So if you start showing up daily and you're showing up live on your page and people will see it more, you'll get more engagement, you'll get more comments, you'll get more feedback, you'll get messages, DMs, folks asking when you're going to be live. People will start coming around like, wait, did she say she's going to be live every day this month? Like things like that to kind of break the algorithm, to shake it up. And also to just increase the amount, you're putting more work into your page. I mean, you created it, you're putting some stuff on there, either you're selling something or you want to draw people and direct them to something else. So you got to show up on your page or else the folks just won't know. And that's it. So it doesn't have to be, an hour. It can be 15 minutes. It can be 5 minutes. It can be whatever, but show up every day for 30 days and see how that propels your page. See how it impacts your business. See how you feel. For me, I was very hesitant to go live 2 years ago. I know it doesn't look like that now. I was terrified. I'm talking sweating under my armpits. I'm talking losing my mind, terrified, scared that nobody was going to be there, all of the above. And I just had to get past all that stuff. And that was in 2020 when I first started doing running.
Wow.
I was scared. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, nope, not gonna do it. Won't be me. Nope. And now it's just like, okay, let's go live. All right, cool, let's do it. I'm fine.
Yes, and like this background too is giving life. Like
The
that wall
Gatsby
is
wall.
walling, honey. That wall is walling.
That's the Gatsby wall. We did this during COVID. This was an I'm gonna lose my mind up in here COVID project because it was real crazy in the beginning. Remember, we were here and we didn't know when they was gonna let us free. So I did a quick.
We still ain't free.
I did a quick run to Target, and well, first I did Home Depot, and they didn't have any wallpaper. All the wallpaper was sold out. And I went over to Target, and it was there. And I purchased 3 rolls and did the whole wall. And this is where I go live. And it's been kind of like my signature thing that people are like, well, where's the wall? Or how come you're not in front of the wall? If I shoot anywhere else, people are like, why aren't you in front of the wall? Like, where's the wall?
It's gorgeous, and I love it. It is beautiful, and like I made a flower wall in my office. So like I do that for work, and people are like, "We saw your podcast. Can we get that view for work?" I'm like, "No, no." But I get what you're saying. Like we try to create these experiences and give people a little bit of our personality. Because during COVID, you know, it was like, how do I extend ourselves or, you know, be who you are to stay sane during these insane times? And, you know, you created something amazing. And now doing this 30-day challenge, you are just piggying off of what you've already put the fruit into that labor. And look now. In 30 days, it's going to be like a wine bar behind you with the Gatsby. It's going to be like we in the roaring 20s behind you. You're going to have one of them little things with the feather hats and the go-go girl little dresses. I'm just saying, 30 days, girl.
Yes.
Who knows what you're going to look like in 30 days with this wall?
Yes. There'll be some things. Trust me. I just like, you can't see the flowers and the candles and all. There's some candles and flowers and stuff over there. So I have like some additional mirrored tables and all this kind of stuff, but it's it's just been such a thing of coming up here and people are like, the wall. But again, showing up, people do become used to a certain thing. Like if I don't have my glasses on, people be like, where's your glasses? Or something like that. Cause usually I have glasses on, but today I was like, I'm chilling. So I just think that it's really important, especially for we brown folks, because the algorithm just ain't working for us. You will see everybody else stuff 3, 4, 55 times and won't see us. And if we're coming up and we're giving folks new content, and it doesn't have to be that much. If you're just showing up and sharing something personal about yourself, it's you know, something that nobody knows. Like anytime I tell someone that when I was in college, I used to dance on Planet Groove. It like throws everybody off. They're like, wait, what? I posted the video. I posted one of the videos with Rachel. When I was in school at Howard, there was a show called Planet Groove on BET. And I was one of the girls that danced on the show. I had blonde dreads. They were really short, the blonde ends. And I was on like every week, like every day. We would literally leave campus and go and tape at BET in Northwest. And I did that for 2 years of school every day. I was not every day, but like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or something like that. And then when they did like special episodes, like the Soul Food episode or the Tupac tribute episode or episode with Wyclef jumping all over the couches and stuff.
Do you realize I'm about to go on YouTube as we end this and I'm about to be MacGyver finding you. Like, what
did that
Inspector Gadget trying to find what?
Did that with some of my closest friends from Howard when I was in school, and it was crazy. We were filming for a whole semester and nobody knew until they went home for Christmas break. And everybody's like, yo, like superstars. I just watched you all break on BT. And we're like, you know, we've been doing it, like no big deal. But it was a great time in my life. I learned so much about TV and not getting paid and being on TV. And having fun and just being in a moment, and dancing was like my thing my entire life, and it was a fulfilling thing for me. I always wanted to dance on Soul Train as a kid, and I felt like this was me fulfilling my Soul Train wish by dancing on Planet Groove for those years and seeing some amazing artists, seeing everybody from Total to Escape to Outkast to there's so Missy Timberland and Magoo.
Oh, you can't forget about Magoo. Everybody always forgets about Magoo. I love Magoo.
Don't forget about Magoo, because
Magoo
was in there with them. They Wyclef, Maxwell, young Maxwell with the big afro, Maxwell. Everybody, Destiny's Child, back when they were singing No, 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 No.
And wait, when Beyonce, okay, this is going to be controversial. When Beyonce couldn't sing, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. When LaToya was still in the group and Latavia was still in the group, like way back. Like I remember.
Kelly pulled them all together. Kelly had them together. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she did. She did. And so, like, stuff like that, when I share things like that, we'll be like, wait, you did what?
Okay, so when is your novel, your autobiography coming out? I can't wait to read it. It's gonna be a page turner.
If I wrote a tell-all, I would be in trouble. I would not do that to my kids.
I'm here for it. Give me all the details.
I was wild in school. I was so wild in school, like the Ritz, Republic Gardens, all that kind of stuff.
Republic. Okay, yeah.
I was
Republic Gardens.
I was a party girl. I was drinking Cosmopolitans. I was ripping and running back to Brooklyn and in the village and coming back to campus and doing all this stuff. I was in the streets. I thank God that my daughters who are in college right now are not in the streets the way mom was in the streets, okay?
Well, the streets are different these days. The streets were a little safer back then because, like, Republic Gardens.
Northwest DC wasn't that safe back then. We were walking the streets at night, walking to Republic Gardens and stuff like that.
I'm from Chicago, so like I'm like,
okay.
I've seen worse.
Okay.
But I'm also like, that ain't my monkey, not my circus. We over here on this side of the street. Yes. We have nothing to do with that, so we're good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there were so many good times. Old school DC was Quigley's, Blossom, the Spy Club, all those places. I used to be like out. I don't know how I graduated. By the grace of God, I graduated with a 3.0.
That's because you are so smart and amazing, and God was like, bless up my child. He got you. No, but this is amazing. Okay, so we have to definitely make sure this Rose Day in Baltimore happens.
Yes.
We're gonna coordinate outfits. We're gonna definitely wear lots of pink.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe Brocky comes. I'm gonna find a person to be our camera person. We just won't have them on camera, and we'll go from there.
I don't know if he's gonna want to come. He's gonna be like, it's a girl's thing. I don't know if I want to come to that.
No, that's what I just said. Pick up the pieces of what I said.
Oh.
And we're gonna leave that there and come back.
I'm a little slow sometimes.
But this has been so much fun. I want to thank you so much for joining us. There's people coming in, coming back in. I know there's a lot of lives on Thursday, so I just want to thank everybody who has come in for a few moments, joined us. This is going to be on YouTube. This is going to go on Facebook. This is going to stay on IGTV. Chick on the Scene will be tagged, so you can always see her, always rewatch this wonderful conversation. And guess what? There's going to be more with her. So with that, thank you, Trina. And Chick on the Scene, we appreciate you today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I love what you're doing. You already know that. We always love the Capitol Hill background. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Okay, I gotta throw this out there. This is my favorite time of day because did you notice the lighting change?
Yes, it's changing. Yes, it's
This
lovely.
I love it because the sun sets and it sets like in the
Yeah.
background of the apartment and it changes the glow of the apartment.
Yes, it's amazing. Like, I love it. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing work. I love watching you. I love your energy. Don't stop. Keep doing it. Do more. Do
Yes,
more.
get it, get it, get it, get it.
Get it, get it. Yes. Do more.
Yes,
Keep
and
doing it.
we will chat after this about everything else.
Yes. We'll plan an in-person one. Like,
Yes.
so that, you know, when the weather's not being a hater and trying to keep me from getting to DC.
Welcome to summer. We're here now. We're officially here.
Yes.
So yes. So we'll do more. You got 30 days to do content. So I'm sure either I can come to you or you can come to me. We'll work it out.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We can do it for sure.
Well, cheers. Thank you for
Oh, wait.
us.
There's nothing in my cup. Hold on. My
No.
cup is empty. I can't choose you empty. That's bad luck.
I've been getting it in this cup.
I've been going slow, and I'm not going nowhere except for on my couch downstairs. Ain't nothing else for me to do tonight. I don't got nothing else. Oh yeah, I got one thing to do, but nothing else like serious to do. And I'm sorry, I can't see any of the comments. The comments froze for me. So if y'all were saying stuff, I am so sorry. Instagram is a hater, and I can't.
No, and actually, the Instagram app stopped on the iPads today. There was a whole tech issue on all iPads. I am hard of sight, so I can't see anything on my phone. And for the view to be nice, I have to put the tripod further away.
Yes.
So I can't read anything.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I saw the likes and the hearts and stuff. Thank you. But
I saw certain pictures, and that's all I can see. I'm like a third grader. I can't see anything from a chalkboard. But cheers, Trina. Thank you for joining us. Cheers. All right, bye, friends. And this is me getting up as I always do and saying goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
No, thanks